Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name's Stephen Aitchison and thank you very much for joining me today. Really appreciate it. If you like these videos, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell and hit the like on the way out as well, and leave a comment down below as well. If you'd like to support this channel, I've got a brand new book out called The Belief Principle. It's all about how your beliefs change your life or have structured your life. The person you are today is all down to your beliefs, and most of us don't even know what our beliefs are, and most of our beliefs are hundreds of years old. Find out how when you buy the book. It's on pre-order just now. It's out on the 29th of April, but you can pre-order it just now, and it really does help the channel as well. So thank you very much for doing that, everybody who's bought as well. So we'd appreciate it if you could buy it. It's only a couple of dollars and you're supporting the channel as well. Okay, what we're going to talk about today, we're going to be looking at the markets today just as normal, look at CoinMarketCap. We'll also be looking at the Bitcoin chart and the Ethereum chart as well. Now, I thought with the alts going up, I thought this could be a start of a rise here, but looking further into it, we could be going down further from here as well. It's not to be alarmist. I'm just looking at the charts just now. We've got potential flags that could say we're going down again for Bitcoin and for Ethereum as well, which probably means we're going down for the alts as well. Although some of the alts have done amazing today as well, so we'll look at that. Okay, let's take a look at the markets just now, see what's happening on CoinMarketCap. We have a market capitalization of 153 153 billion. Bitcoin dominance up to 64.3%, so that's going up slightly again. We've got a Bitcoin price of 5,407, up 4%, which is really good. We've got Ethereum going up 4%. We'll just see who the winners and losers are. Steam, as we've all seen probably, that has jumped big time to 177%. Numeraire has gone up 129%. Status, Engine Coin, Komodo, Dash, Nano, BitShares, Augur, all up as well. And there's a few others on Binance that have jumped big time as well, like Data, that is up big time as well. So there's a lot in the green today. In the red, we have Wax down 16%, not by that much. Synthetics Network, DX Chain, Hedge Trade, and the rest are stable. So we've got about 3-4% in the red and 97-98% in the green just now. Okay, let's look at this pattern that I've seen this morning. I thought, this could mean we're coming to the downside. This is Ethereum. We've seen a big kind of leg down here. We've got this kind of bear flag here as well. Big bear flag it is too, but I've seen this on the Bitcoin chart as well, and that's what kind of flagged it up. So I thought, okay, we could be going up from here. It looks as if we're moving up the way, but we're inside this kind of bear flag, which means we could be going down further for Ethereum as well just now. So I was an ETH bull. I'm trading ETH bull and ETH bears just now. It was an ETH bull. I thought, nah, this, although the signs are there, they could be going back up. Short-term signs are there, they could be going back up. The longer term, or the kind of this bear flag kind of made me think, okay, we could go up to $122 and then drop right back down to below $100 for Ethereum as well. So what I've been looking at before, obviously, I've been looking at the 15 minutes. If you're day trading, that's what I've been doing. So day trading kind of crossed over again here around about $116, has gone up to $120, but started to come back down again. And we're still within this bear flag here that I was talking about. This is on the 15 minute. So it could be that we get to here and then we kind of drop right back down again. So there could be a big drop incoming because of this bear flag. Usually goes to the downside. There's some kind of cognitive dissonance here because my heart is saying, okay, or looking at it, it just says this is going up. This is going up again. It's going past 120. It's going to go past 130, 40, 50 again, and possibly could break out of a descending or a symmetrical triangle here. Break out of that and kind of move up to maybe 150, 160. I don't know. I just if we look at the daily, and kind of come right out and see this flag here. Obviously we've had the big kind of flag pulled down, and we've got this bear flag coming as well. And if we look at the volume is not really there to sustain a rise at the minute. So it doesn't look as if it's there to sustain a rise just now. So there's lots of kind of conflicting information here. It's a strange kind of situation we're in just now. Very strange situation. But just purely because of this kind of bear flag, I'm going to say we're going to go to the downside, although part of me is saying, no, we're going up to the upside. It's kind of weird. We're trading this just now. So all we can do is just trade it short term. Short term is crossed over. The 70 EMA has crossed over in the 21 EMA from $116. Crossed up, went up to 120. So it could hit here and come back down again. Or it could just break out from here and just keep going. So we can only trade short term. This is why I'm looking at the 15-minute chart. On the 15-minute, we're still up just now as well. Really, we've kind of been up since $114 on the 15-minute chart. We've got this kind of bear flag as well here. And pennant, and it could go down from here. It could hit this kind of resistance line and kind of break all the way down here. So we could, I'm still thinking we could go down to that 4,800, 4,600 level as well. So it just depends what happens from here. But I did say the other day as well, we could go up to the 5,500 area. We did kind of hit that, or nearly hit that, and then start coming back down again. So we'll need to wait and see what happens from here. We could get a big breakout from here. So it looks as if that's what's going to happen. We're going to get a breakout, but something tells me we're just going to go to the downside, possibly one more time before we start moving up. Okay, let's look at the alts just now. This is on Binance. At the minute, you can see Steam up 180%. It was up more than that. It went up to 8,179. So it did break to the upside big time. 250% kind of broke up. Obviously, with Justin Sun, what they're doing, taking over that as well. That's obviously very bullish. Would I get in just now? No, I wouldn't get in. Just now, that would be kind of crazy to get in when I say I'm up 200%. Just now, I definitely would not FOMO in. There's going to be other opportunities to get in. Same with data as well. Data kind of jumped up big time. Would I get into that just now? No, because you don't want to FOMO into these. You definitely do not want to FOMO in. You can see that big, that's a 4-hour candle. Just break it down and see when it actually broke. This is on a 1 hour. So it kind of broke then about 1 AM and went up over 100% and kept on going. Coming back down just now, so I definitely would not get into this at the moment. I'm going to break it down to the 15-minute, just to see when the crossover was. So that was there. So around about 10 o'clock last night, I actually crossed over on the 15-minute at 115 and was showing signs then that it was going to jump up, and it did jump up big time. So I think we're going to get a lot of this. We're going to get a lot of the kind of alts moving, and you're not going to get any kind of warning there unless you're trading on the 15-minute and you're looking on the 15-minute. We've got that with the SMT as well. We can see that even then you're not getting any fair warning. Crossed over at midnight, just after midnight, jumped up at 70%, came back down again. So you're going to get a lot of this. Some of them are going to be pump and dumps as well, and some of them are not, but we'll have to look at the underlying markets as well and see what's happening there. But there's going to be loads of opportunities, and some of them we're going to get lucky in. Engine Coin is one on the 15-minute chart. It did give us some warning here, the 7 EMA and the 21 EMA, that was round about last night as well. So there's going to be loads of trading opportunities here. Okay, look at the kind of markets just now. The stock markets. At the moment, FTSE 100 is up 7. It looks as if it's going to come back down again. It was up higher than that. Had Wall Street. We've seen that massive drop on Wall Street yesterday as well. At the moment, it's only, the futures is only up 7, 10. Something's changing all the time. Germany's down, or up 68 just now. But it looks like that could come back down again. So there's still a lot of uncertainty in the markets. Is this correlated with the Bitcoin price? There's still some correlation there. I've been noticing when I've been trading kind of Ethereum and looking at Bitcoin as well. When the FTSE 100 comes down or the Wall Street comes down, the futures comes down, you're getting the Bitcoin kind of moving down as well. Okay, a couple of news stories. Bitcoin could skyrocket to $50,000 as emerging markets encounter difficult times. So according to Su Zhu, the CEO of Three Arrows Capital, Bitcoin could get to $50,000 levels relatively quickly as emerging markets increase their problems. During the last days, emerging markets and some developed countries experienced a devaluation of their currencies. We've seen that around the world. So Su Zhu is saying this, in theory, the moment Bitcoiners have been waiting for. Several emerging markets are now pricing in significant risk of sovereign defaults. USD itself set on an inflationary course, be hard to turn back from. If BTC market holds these levels, 50k relatively quickly is possible. And this is from Su Zhu as well. And this could be the moment for Bitcoin to surge and grow as a store of value, considering emerging markets are being massively affected. At the time of writing this article, Bitcoin is traded around 5,330 and has a market cap of $97 billion. So we'll see how that pans out as well. Banking shutdown drives crypto adoption amongst Venezuelans. So peer-to-peer Bitcoin trading has surged in Venezuela after shutting banks amid a nationwide quarantine to fight the spread of coronavirus. Venezuela's national banking system has been halted indefinitely as part of the sudden quarantine, sparking an increase in P2P cryptocurrency trading after a 3-week skid in weekly volume. Local Bitcoins trade activity between Bitcoin and the Bolivar has rebounded back above 3.4 million in the past 2 weeks. And the COVID-19 threat appears to have dampened Venezuelan efforts to force adoption of its oil-backed cryptocurrency, the petrol. Now, this is not going to be controversial. There's going to be a lot of people coming out and saying this. This is about the COVID-19, and I don't know, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor, I'm not anything like that. I'm talking about the coronavirus. However, I want you to look at this just now. We've got 218,000 cases confirmed around the world. Probably more than that, because everybody's not getting tested the way different countries test. We've had 8,810 deaths. Now that in and of itself is tragic, obviously, the 8,810 deaths. I want you to look at this as well. This is articles, and you get articles like this everywhere in the kind of medical journals as well. But this is global mortality associated with seasonal influenza epidemics. New burden estimates and predictors from the Glamour project. So this is a project that looks at the kind of mortality rates of influenza around the world. So until recently, the World Health Organization estimated the annual mortality burden of influenza to be 250,000 to 500,000, which caused deaths globally due directly to influenza. Really kind of going for respiratory tracts, lower and upper respiratory tracts as well. So this kind of article here is kind of looking at it and saying that estimate is probably lower than what they first imagined. They estimated an average of 389,000 uncertainty range, 294 to 518,000 respiratory deaths were associated with influenza globally each year during the study period. That was over a couple of years. It's got 500,000 people dying each year because of influenza. And obviously a lot more people catch influenza around the world as well. But we've got 8,000 deaths of coronavirus, which has happened just at the moment. At the moment that's happened just now. It's hit the peak in China, supposedly hit the peak in China. Obviously there's deaths, the higher deaths in kind of Italy. There's 3,000 deaths in Italy alone as well. But in Italy, there's many, many more deaths of influenza each year as well. And yet they're reporting this and shutting down the world effectively. People are losing their jobs here in the UK just now. And I don't understand it. I do not understand it. The only thing I can say is this is a smokescreen for something much, much bigger that's going on in the world today. My opinion, my thoughts, conspiracy theory could well be, but there's something that just doesn't ring true. They're effectively shutting down the world just now. And there's 218,000 cases confirmed, but 500,000 people actually died. This is not confirmed cases, actually died from influenza-related illnesses last year around the world. But they don't report on that. They're not shutting down the world for that. I just don't understand it at all. As I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm not kind of medical in any way at all. I'm just looking at the figures. And when you see this, you see there's something underlying all of this as well. 500,000 deaths, estimated 500,000 deaths from influenza. It's a normal flu to you and me. How is this different? I know everybody's going to get, supposedly everybody's going to be infected with this, but the next thing is I think they're going to come out with a cure for this and everybody's going to have to get a vaccine. There's no bloody way I'll be getting a vaccine from anybody for this as well. There's no, just would not trust them at all. There's something bigger underlying here and it just doesn't sit right at all, which kind of tells me it's much bigger than we realise. And I think it's to cover up this, what's happening with the financial worlds and the financial markets and everything else, and the kind of world debt crisis as well. There's something much bigger going on here, and it's kind of scary. That scares me more than the coronavirus, what they're actually covering up here. Now I know this is not about, this channel is not about kind of coronavirus, but this kind of scares me more, what they're actually covering up here. Okay, that's it for now. Sorry, I went off on a wee kind of tangent there, but just there's something going on, and I just don't know what it is. Just do not know what it is, but that scares me more than the actual coronavirus itself. And I know the coronavirus is not a good thing at all. I'm not underestimating the effect of what kind of coronavirus is doing, but what the hell are they covering up? If we've got 500,000 deaths from influenza, don't report on that. They don't shut the world down. They don't kill off the economy down for something like that, but they're doing it for coronavirus. It baffles me. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I know you probably totally disagree with what I'm saying. A lot of you will disagree with what I'm saying. Get that, totally get that, but I'm just kind of sharing my opinion. Not that you needed it, but I'm sharing it anyway. So if you like these videos, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you get notified of all the videos that I do, and hit that like on the way out as well. And leave a comment down below as well. Let me know what you think. Maybe you think I'm talking utter mince. If you do, just let me know. If you don't, or if you agree with me, let me know as well. And if you would like to support this channel and buy the book, The Belief Principle, which comes out April the 29th, it's on pre-order just now. You can get it just now. I would love for you to do that, and let me know what you think of the book once you read it as well on April the 29th. Okay, until next time, Namaste. Take care. Bye now.